I was curious with Andy Reid. You largely treat training camp as a laboratory to try out new things, throwing motions, concepts, and whatnot. And I just was wondering if you could elaborate on that process. Is it something where you talk pre with coach? Okay, I'm going to try this today, or is it something where Andy says, okay, you have free reign to kind of try whatever you want, and we'll see how it turns out?
It's not necessarily free reign to try out everything I want, but we do discuss things, and if we try things, if I do something one way, we ask Coach Kafka, Coach Bieniemy, and Coach Reed ask me why I did that, if I want to try it this way and do different things. And so I think it's just more of a focus on me trying what's out there, going for the shot play maybe when it's a little contested, and then if we have success with it, then we can take it to the season. If we don't, we can kind of learn from it and move on into the next progression.
Let's go to Nate Taylor. Go ahead, Nate.
Hey, Patrick. What's impressed you so much so far with working with Nick Kaiser? And when you guys do roll out new concepts to try, what is the reaction from the rest of the guys when you know that you guys are doing something new for maybe the first time in camp?
Yeah, with Keizer, I think what's impressed me the most is just the way he's able to correct things and do things the right way the next time, and then have success with some of the different stuff that he's learned from Travis and some of those guys from last year. You're really seeing his game evolve. You're seeing how he's seen how the older guys that have done it and had success with it, and he's adding that to his game, and then he's finding stuff that he's good at, and he's going out there and having success with that. And so when you have guys like that can learn from the veteran guys that we have on this team, then you have guys that can go out there and have success on the field.
Let's go to Seren Petra. Go ahead, Seren.
Patrick, I'm curious, we don't have a game, right, that we're looking back on and second guessing on not going for it on fourth down. So I'm just curious, what goes through your mind with what this offense has been able to do, what you've been able to do, just your mindset on a 4th and 3, a 4th and 4. Are you all the metrics say that those are downs that certainly powerful offenses should be going for. Is that something you sit and lobby for and you'd like to see this team do more of?
Yeah, I mean, I want to go for it every time, no matter what situation it is. But no, it's a thing where I trust the coaching staff. I know that we have a great coaching staff. We have a great analytic department. We have everything that know when and where we should go for it. And Coach Reed has a good feel for the game, which I think is the biggest thing on it. He has a feel for the situation, how the offense, defense, special teams are playing, and he usually puts us in the right position that if we're going for it, we're in a good spot, that if it doesn't work out, the defense can come out and get a stop, or if it does work out, we can continue to move forward and have success.
Let's go to Adam Teicher. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey, Pat, I have a question about Travis Kelce. Everybody sees him doing his own reality dating show and or drinking beer at the Final Four or whatever and sees that side of him. But you're his teammate. You've seen the football side of him. Tell me a story or two that sort of illustrates maybe how serious he is about football and how important this is to him.
Yeah, I think his understanding of coverages and how he runs routes is special. I think that's what's the best thing about his game. I mean, obviously he's physically gifted. He's a mismatch for guys on the field, linebacker, safeties, no matter corners, whoever it is. But the way he's able to run routes versus coverages and adjust his routes to be right in the right spot at the right time is special. It's something that helps me out a ton. And you see it, I think, in the playoff game last year when he ran an out route and then kind of brought it back in, and I threw it to him. And it's stuff that not everybody understands, but I think it's just him thinking like a quarterback and understanding the whole concept of the play and getting other people open and getting himself open when he needs to get open.
Let's go to Steve Walls. Go ahead, Steve.
Hey, what's up, Patrick?
How you doing?
Hey, we'll be talking to D-Rob today, and I'd like to know from you, what exactly does he bring to this offense? And also, he probably could have signed with, any other team in the offseason, right? But he chose to come back with you guys. A lot of times from the outside looking in, people don't exactly understand how much of a tight-knit group friendship that you have away from the stadium. How much did you guys talk this offseason, and did you have to convince him to come back at all?
Yeah, I think the like you said, it's a great friendship and the receiving room, the quarterbacks, the whole offense. And so it wasn't that I tried to convince him to stay. I mean, he made that decision. He wanted to be a part of this. He wanted to be a part of this team. But I think it was more of me wanting him to do what's best for him and his family. And I think he thought what's best for him was being here with us, being a part of this culture, being a part of this team and this community. And like you said, I mean, he's a guy that can be a number one receiver in several different places. And he understands his role in this offense. When he gets in, you see he makes plays when his opportunity is called. And it's nice to have a guy that's on the same page as me. If you see all those scrambles, all those different stuff, he's always on the same page as I am. And he's someone that works extremely hard. He blocks for other guys, and he's someone that's a special player in that room that I'm glad it's on our team.
Let's go to Darren Smith. Go ahead, Darren.
Hey, Patrick, I got a couple of questions for you. One, I know that you believe in Andy's play calling, your abilities, your teammates, and the defense. That said, this is a serious question. Can you credibly convince me why, if you all are hitting on all cylinders, why you all can't finish the job that the Patriots didn't in 2007 to go 19-0?
Yeah, I mean, it's in theory. I mean, you feel like you can. I mean, every single year you feel like you can win every single game. I think it comes down to how you deal with adversity throughout games and throughout the season. I think that's the biggest thing of trying to go 19-0 and trying to do those special things and be a team the first team that would to ever go undefeated for 19 games and win all that. But it's more than just play calling and players. It's about a team and the culture that you have and how every single week, every single day, every single opportunity you accept that challenge. And I feel like that's where it gets lost at. I mean, our goal is to take it one game at a time, one day at a time, one play at a time. And we're going to try to do that every single day and hopefully put ourselves in chances to win every single opportunity that we get.
Looks like we've got three more. Let's go Harold, Sam, and then Seren to finish it. Go ahead, Harold.
Hey, Patrick. Hope you're doing well, man. When it comes to – I got the shot of you and Andy Reid kind of talking for like a good solid minute and a half during stretch. And I just want to know, what is it like to have those conversations with Andy every day, what you guys get into, and how has he let you grow and evolve, not just on the field, but, kind of off the field as a man and everything, especially in this different offseason that we've had. And I also want to ask you about, obviously, it would have been the birthday of Kobe Bryant, just kind of – I know you went through it during the Super Bowl, but – knowing that was still this year, amazingly, and then just what you kind of learned from him about competition along with, Michael Jordan since you saw Last Dance.
Yeah, so the first part with Coach Reid and this whole coaching staff in general, I think it's just a lot of good people that love the sport that they do, and they love coaching football and being part of the culture, and they also love to really – I don't know what the best way to really bring out the best person that they can bring out in the player that they have. And so with Coach Reid, if it's as far as trying to figure out the best way to run a play or the best way to be a part of the community, he's going to give you his best advice from stuff that he's learned. And I think when you have someone that you trust that is going to do that for not only just the betterment of themselves, but the betterment of the people that they're talking to, then you can trust that their words mean more and that they are in the best interest of you. And then with Kobe and it being his birthday, obviously the player on the court, the mentality that he had, the Mamba mentality of attacking every single day, attacking every single rep, treating practice like it's game day, treating film session like it's game day. But also you saw after his career the way he treated his family and the way he brought up everyone around him. I think that's just the mentality you have to have in everything. Every single thing you do is that you're going to attack every single opportunity you have to be a person and a player with the greatest amount of effort to be the best you can.
Let's go to Sam. Go ahead, Sam.
Hey, Patrick. Hope all's well. You've talked about just how much you enjoy the game, but for this specific part of the year for training camp, what is it you enjoy about this process?
I think the biggest thing I enjoy is the challenge of every single day. I think when you're in training camp, it's not you're not getting the looks that you might expect. You're not getting the perfect look for the perfect play where you get to throw it to this guy and we've schemed it up perfectly for this. It's a challenge every single day. And then when you have a defense coordinator like Spags, he's trying out different stuff. He's trying out different looks, and it's making it challenging for the offense. And so for me, it's about going out there every single day, having your highs, having your lows, and having to grind through and try to figure out the best way to be better the next day.
Let's go to Seren for the last one. Go ahead, Seren.
Patrick, yesterday you got a chance to have the fans out around you, and I know you guys feed off that. I mean, we've seen how excited you get in moments and kind of looking up at the fans and everything. But since you guys have been so isolated, was there kind of a whoa moment, like maybe not fear, right? I don't think you walked out there afraid, but just kind of how different it was. And there's been conversation back and forth about fans wearing or not wearing masks. You guys have taken such precautions, and it seems like, we see guys walk in every time and you're even asking guys, hey, can I take the mask off? It's obvious that it's a very strict protocol around there. Did seeing some of the fans who had taken the mask off, did that kind of, bother you because it's so ingrained in what you're doing?
Well, yeah, the first part of it, I think, with having the fans there, I think it kind of gave you another energy of just being out there, the fans cheering, you getting to see them. I mean, the passion that they have in Chiefs Kingdom is unmatched, and so it was awesome to be out there and be a part of that. I mean, it really did got me going. You can see me getting hyped up, and Chris Jones running out there hyping up the crowd and everything like that. And another part was, I mean, I think there was only 2,000 people there, but it was loud, and I was pleasantly surprised by that. I mean, so hopefully when we get to the stadium even more and more full, then it'll keep being loud. You'll get that Arrowhead Stadium feel. And then the second part, for the most part, when I looked up, I saw people with masks on. I mean, obviously there were certain people that didn't have masks on. I think people saw on videos and stuff like that. But it's a learning process. It's something that I'm sure the chief security and everybody will really emphasize the fans that we have to have the mask on. If you're not eating or drinking, you put the mask on, and not only for yourself, but for the people around you. So everybody feels safe when they come into Arrowhead Stadium. And I think that's what that practice was for. And then the next week, whenever we have people at the stadium, is we're going to kind of get those protocols, getting used to those different stuff so that we can go into the season and have people there and have the support of Chiefs Kingdom.